What's poppin', OG gang? What's up, YouTube? It's your boy, your baby Six, with another episode for you guys today. Honestly speaking, we're gonna talk about after you go to the shop and you get a haircut. You know what I'm saying? Not just a lineup, but you get a haircut. Like 2 days before, I went to the shop and got my hair cut. I was wolfing for like 20 weeks, honestly. And oh, by the way, it's a video coming soon about that, so you guys can check it out. He'll be dropping today. And I cut it too with the guard. You know what I'm saying? Cause it was getting annoying already. My hair was over curling, and I was losing control of brushing my hair. You know what I'm saying? I'm a beginner, so you know what I'm saying. I'm going to the year waiver. So it was losing control, so I decided to cut it to with the guard. And after that, everything, you know what I'm saying, went kind of sideways, because I created a big four on my right side, because I got a 540 slanted. And I'm trying to fix it now, because I overlapped my angle, because I was creating a lot of lather. So I'm gonna show you guys, and I'm gonna give you guys a couple of tips how to maintain after you get a cut, what you need to use, the products you need to use, and what type of brush you need to use to maintain your cut, you know what I'm saying, and stay from frizzy hair, and maintain your hair moist, and you know, the rest of the case. I got a cap, as you can see, got a cap, 2/6 King Wavy. When I started being a waver, this is one of the first guys that I found. 360 Juice used to sponsor this, and he don't do it anymore, but you know what I'm saying, I started copying his things for him, because of him. So I got a regular stocking cap, and I got this one. You could cop this, man. This is a silky do-rag. It's the same as a regular do-rag. The only thing, you don't got the flaps, you don't got this, you know what I'm saying, you just got the buckles on the back. It cost me like, I think $25, something like that, but it's worth it, because on top of the silky, you know what I'm saying, when you rush it out, you don't gotta be taking your time fixing the do-rag. You just boom, buckle, and that's it. So I suggest you guys get this type of do-rag. It's a new millennium, you know what I'm saying, you gotta switch up. What I may normally do, I'm gonna start giving you guys the tip. What I normally do when I get a fresh cut, as you can see, I still got a little bit left. What I do, I use oils. I use this. I use this oil right here, it's really good. I've been rocking with this for a year already. You know what I'm saying? It says for dry hair, damaged hair, and the scalp. So after you come out of a cut, which is the day before, you gotta wash the style so your hair is dry, you don't got no products in, you know what I'm saying? And then you gotta get a cut, you still got no products in. So what you trying to do after that is apply just oils. You know what I'm saying? Oils and moisturizers. Don't mess with the pomade. Pomades to hold your hair down. Pomades, you only use it when you wolf it. Listen to what I'm saying. You only use it when you wolf it. Besides everything, you stay away from the pomade, okay? Keep that boy down there. You know what I'm saying? When you need his assistance, you mess with the boy. But for now, you play around with the softy, and you playing around with the oils. That's your main concern right now if they get a cut. Because honestly, you don't got a lot of hair on top, so it's not a lot of hair so you could hold. Besides, the other tip that I want to give you guys, when you get a cut, don't wash and style the same week. The way how I do it is simple. If I cut my hair yesterday, sample, right, I don't count the next week, I count the next week. Feel me? So what I do is, when I cut my hair, I do wash and style 2 weeks after my hair, which means if today is Friday, the next Friday is 1 week, and the next Friday is 2 weeks. So going to the third week, that's when I do a wash and style. You know what I'm saying? Because honestly, you don't have a lot of hair, and on top of that, that's a new beginning journey of wolfing. So This is my, pardon me. This is my way that I do my hair after I cut it. And I suggest you guys should try it. You could do it your way. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna judge you. You could do it your way, however you think is best for you. But it works for me. After I cut my hair, I wait 2 weeks. And after 2 weeks, that's when I brush my hair, when I do a washing style. Besides that, remember, you don't have a lot of hair. You know what I'm saying? I got two with the guard. So I don't compress too much. Remember, when you double compress, you see I double compress, but a stocking cap is not strong like to hold you down unless you put it with the do-rag like this. You compressing it, but you just put on top of the do-rag, you're not compressing a lot. And the cap, it compress a little bit, but not too much. The main key when you compress a lot is when you tie the do-rag. You see that you get that line? That's when you tie it. On top of that, you put the cap or the stocking cap, that's when you're gonna create pressure. So when you cut your hair, make sure that you don't, just make sure you snug it, right? And just put one. You can put a stocking cap or you can put the cap on. But don't compress it too much. The reason why I'm gonna tell you, you could smash your side waves. You know what I'm saying? The side waves that you get, you could smush it down, and then it's gonna be hard to wave it up again because you're doing it constantly. So you gotta pay attention to your size. Okay, if you don't like side waves, it's cool. I respect for you, but for those wavers that like to have side waves and have the full connections around your 360, I suggest you guys don't over tight your do-rag and don't triple compress. You could double compress, but don't triple compress. The reason why you're gonna smush your sides, and then your waves is gonna fade away and it's gonna look bad, and then you're trying to, you know what I'm saying, like, oh man, what's up with my thing, you know what I'm saying? And then you're gonna get mad. Why? Because you're doing it on your own. So just pay attention to that. You know what I'm saying? The other tip that I'm telling you is when you fresh out the cut, make sure you use a softy. Whatever softy brush you have, make sure it's a softy brush. Don't go with the medium, don't go with the hard. Unless you cut it with a higher guard. You know what I'm saying? If you was wolfing for I was wolfing for 4 months, right? You're wolfing for 5-6 months. The best season for you to wolf is the winter. Why? Because it's not hot. You know what I'm saying? So you can wolf in the winter, the whole winter. After the summer, you got to keep it low. If you're gonna wolf in the summer, I suggest you guys stay around from the sun a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Go get on the shadows, you know what I'm saying, under the building, scaffolding. You know what I'm saying? Stay away from the sun because your hair's gonna get frizzy. So unless you're having a do-rag on, feel me? But that's one of the tips that I learned in the process. So be advised, use a softy if you cut it with the guard like me. So let me show you my cut. And let me show you my progress after I did a wolf. So, as you can see, I gotta work in this side right here. As you can see it right there. Gotta work on that side, but I'm not desperate. I still gotta work in my crown. Still gotta work in here. When I was wolfing, my crown was so big that it started overlapping this area. And I couldn't brush it because the hair of the crown, it was all over the place. It was wider. So I was trying to brush it so I could create the waves around. But since my crown was so big, it didn't let me work around it because the hair was all the way down here. My crown was this big right here. So that told me that I cannot over wolf too much. I'm still working on it. And right here on this side, I had a fork. It's still there, but it's going away. I had two waves. These two waves right here, they was crashing. But because I was overlapping my angles right here, I was overlapping. But I found out, you know, since you got to do by section, you do this section, then you do this section, because the point is to connect the 8 angles, right? So I found out that I was brushing like this, so I was crashing my 2 waves. So then again, I started brushing like this, and as you can see, right here, the fork is right here. You see, it started coming down. So it's gonna come down eventually. This one, it was all the way up here. Now it's down here. So it's gonna come down eventually. Connect with this one. You see? And it's gonna fade away. You see, that's the reason why I tell you guys don't over tighten do-rag, so you could get your waves on the side right here. So it could look better, even. All right. So what you gotta do is be patient, do a brush section, right? Don't overlap your angles, do it by section. Remember, your crown, it's a separate section you gotta do. It's another level. Don't get close to your crown. Just focus in your pattern. And take your time brushing. If you're a beginner, take your time brushing. If you're elite waver, you already know your tricks. Still, you gotta take your time brushing. I'm not saying to do it super slow, but you see how I'm brushing, right? I'm not brushing like this. No, I'm brushing normally. I go with my pattern, you know. Make it sure that the brush hit the right angles and I got the brush the right way. Because if you grab it like this, or you grab it like this, or like that, you're gonna create forks because you gotta get your hair used to it the way you want to brush. So when you changing your angles, you creating forks, you overlapping your waves. So you gotta, if you wanna stay like that, stay like that until you wanna change patterns. Well, don't brush like this and then change it like this and then go like this. You gotta stay one way only. You don't stay like that like I'm doing it, stay like that, don't change it. Because you're training your hair to stay that way. So when you're not training and you're doing different ways of brushing, you're gonna have a lot of forks. So that's one of the tips. You see, now I'm going to the top. I'm going to the top. Remember, my top is slanted. I'm brushing just with the metal of the brush and the tip. You guys can see it. And I'm doing a slight brush. I'm not even pressing down. I'm just, you know, pushing the brush forward. That's it. I'm not smooshing my waves. Boom. After that, what you want to do is go to the next angle. You see right here, this is where I make the mistake when I was brushing and washing style. Instead of go like this, if you look at my brush, instead of go like this, right? Like that, I was going like this. Because from the front, you could see an angle, right? But if you're like this, like me looking on top, it's a different angle. But when you here, it's a different angle. It looks different. So I was brushing like this, tilted that way. I'm supposed to brush like this, tilting forward. And I realized that. So what I do, I take my time from the crown out. And I'm using the tip only, the brush. I'm not using the whole brush. So what I do, I continue the same flow. You see how my brush is? I'm gonna continue the same way to the next angle. Then when I come to the back, I use a vertical. It's how you're feeling comfortable. It's how you feel comfortable. Remember, horizontal, vertical is the same. It all depends how much bristles you use. But since I'm here in the back, I don't gotta use the whole brush. All I use is the tip. This is all I use right here. That's all I use. So, as you can see, look, you gotta be gentle. Right here, you gotta be gentle. You know what I'm saying? Then I do it like this. You know what I'm saying? Right here in the crown. Get close to the crown a little bit. And then, you know, the bottom of the crown all the way to the right. That's how you do the 540. Then, using the tip once again. Your crown always gonna be real sensitive, so you gotta be careful. That's the most sensitive spot in your head, man. You gotta treat your crown with a lot of respect. Oh, if you like your crown, some wavers, they don't like doing their crowns. So I respect that, but I like doing my crown. Gotta let my crown grow a little bit, but it's alright. Don't look that bad. The back, regular brush to the side. It's cold, man. I feel like I'm getting sick. Over here in New York, it's cold. So you gotta be really gentle with your crown. It comes in handy, but you see, I'm doing a vertical right here, but I'm not using the whole brush. I'm using half of the brush. Okay, and after you apply your oil, you know what I'm saying, and you brushing, finish brushing, you do the plastic bag. You know what I'm saying? And that's the case closed. That's what you gotta do. This is after you get a haircut. So you know what I'm saying, you apply a couple of drops. Don't overdo it, because you don't want the oil to go to your do-rag, and then you know what I'm saying, you're gonna put it in top of your pillow, It happened to me, that's what I'm saying. I messed up my pillow. I'm doing laundry right now, as you can hear the machine too, so. Hey, I'm a husband. I gotta do something in the house too. Right here, to get that extra shine. Okay, I'll put it on the back. Plastic bag and rag up, okay? I just give you guys a tutorial, you know, so after you get a haircut, what to do, and give you guys a couple of tips. I hope you guys pay attention. It's your boy, your baby. Stay out of trouble. Happy Thanksgiving Day. Happy New Year's coming soon. You know the vibes. It's your boy, OG Wavy 6, and I'm out of here.